Hi, I'm Jeff Ludy, the owner of Houston Window Experts, and I'm so glad that you're watching this video. And this is a very exciting video for me. You're going to see why here in just a minute, but let me introduce my friend Levi Sayre.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
He is the vice president of Eurowall, euro-wall.com, if you want to learn more about that. And my son Josh. Josh is one of our consultants, product specialist who works with this line of products specifically. So that'd be great to have him in here so we could let you meet him. So we came all the way to Miami, Florida, which, they twisted my arm, right? And we've had a great experience so far. You've been a terrific host. We wanted to see the showroom here for Eurowall because I'm telling you, everything he was telling us over the Zoom call and everything that we learned from you and your materials and information you provided, it sounded to me like you were the unicorn
right.
of the giant window and door industry. I had to see it for myself, and I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed.
True.
I mean, this stuff is really great. So we made a few videos. There's one, we'll put a little link up here for you to click on. And by the way, if you click on that, it just adds it to your playlist. You can watch it next. But we got a video where we talk about the just general overview of the whole family of products. And then we have some specific videos on their different products. They have basically 4 products. And this particular product we want to talk about in this video is what you call your bifold door.
Bifold accordion style, folding doors, however you call it,
Right.
It's a folding door system.
And the first thing you see about this door is that you don't see this door. I mean, here's the track. See this down here? This is the track of the door. See that up there? That's the head of the door. And if you look over here to your right, and then you look over here to your left, you'll see that we have our door stacked
Yes.
up against each wall. So an opening like this is a great opening for somebody who has a beautiful view in the back of their house, and they want to have a nice, it'd have to be New Year's Eve in Houston because it's pretty hot the rest of the year.
Yeah.
But they have a nice outdoor, and we want to entertain, and we want to open this up. Also great for like restaurants.
Yeah, I mean, this is the definition of open air concept. Indoor, outdoor spaces, and blurring the lines between those two spaces. This is what this is made for.
So we have another video where we talk about their multi-panel sliding door, where the doors slide, and they give a great visual because they're so narrow and you don't lose much glass space to those. But even when they are all stacked to one side, you're still going to have some obstruction. That's a lot more than what this would have.
You hit the nail on the head. So whenever we're talking to clients, we ask them, what is your end goal for this opening? Is it more about the view, or is it more about being able to open up the entire space for maximum throughput, for foot traffic, for parties?
Yeah.
So that's what it comes down to, is listening to the client, understanding the needs.
Right. So there are some pluses and minuses to each one, and I do want to hit on those, but why don't we first just close this door?
Yeah.
So they can kind of see how
Absolutely.
it works. So let me show you what I'm going to do here. This door is wide open. I'm going to just start this. It's sliding. This is a guide track, by the way. This is all suspended from the top. Sliding towards me, right? You see it starting to fold, and Josh is doing his on that side. Then I got a little pull handle here, which if you're 4 foot tall, we can move this pull handle to here or wherever you want it. But we've got a pull handle. I pull this in, okay? I'm standing inside the house. I turn this lever, I turn that lever, and look at that, that's nice. Now, just so you know, this product being based out of Miami, Florida, is really caters to the market here in Florida where they have, beautiful views and big openings, but of course they have hurricanes,
Yes,
right?
we do. Yes, we do.
And so, it's tough to make a big door for a non-hurricane market, but to do it for Miami-Dade, Broward County, which is, it's the toughest, strictest standards.
If you can make it in Florida, you can make it anywhere in the U.S. with your door systems. And like we discussed earlier, the industry for windows and doors was stagnant for years because it was so hard to build and engineer doors that could go past 8 foot, 9 foot tall. So to be able to open up spaces to do 12, 14 foot tall, it's a different ballgame.
Yeah, it's a different ballgame. So I'm going to throw myself against this door. You ready? Did I do it good enough? Did that work? Ow, that did hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
So this thing's tough.
Yeah. I mean, basically in the test lab, what we do is we take 2x4s, we shoot the glass with a 2x4 at 100 miles an hour, we shoot the frame of the panel, and then we shoot the frame, and then we suck the air in and out of the system. So it looks
Create like a vacuum and a push.
just
push
like a
pull.
hurricane.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you still have panels standing, then you've passed testing. So not only do we pass testing, we have like an A+ for testing. We exceed the other limitations of other people.
Excellent. So like cars have like a, what is it, like a 5-star crash rating?
Yes.
And I've heard that some of these newer technologies now, they're gonna have to change that because you can actually get cars that are,
Safe.
they're like a 6
Yeah, absolutely.
or a 6.5. So I get that, it's really cool.
Yep.
So this is we have 4 panels, 2 on each side, right? That are part of the bifold. And then we have, Josh, this is what you'd call what?
This would be your active panel, like your
a day door or
yeah,
something,
used on a daily basis.
So this is where you let the dog in and out, right? This is like any other French door in a sense, right? If you have a French door,
Exactly.
same kind of concept.
And that's the beauty of the system is you don't have to open up the entire space to get in and out. You do have this egress door that you can go in and out on a daily basis.
And you can put it pretty much anywhere?
Yeah, so right here we have 5 panels. So we could have configured this as a 1 to the left and 4 to the right. We could have done a 5 to the left. We could have done anything we want as long as it has that 5-panel configuration.
Okay, so you need odd numbers for this to work, right?
But you do need an odd number because
For a
it's
day
not
For a day door.
For a day door, yes.
Beautiful.
You know what I thought was pretty impressive with this though? When looking at the competitors, most of them are limited to like a 32 to 34 inch wide panel. And this is, I think you said 48 inches.
Yeah, 48 inches.
I mean, that's massive.
And,
That's one of the-
and impact.
and
I
impact
mean,
rating.
well, they're limited to 32, non-impact.
Right.
Yeah.
I think where that really helps, one of the negatives with a bifold door, an accordion style door, people think of, typically this frame is 8, 10, 12
Yes.
inches wide.
Right.
And you can only go 32 inches. So now you really start losing a lot of your
You're choking
your view,
down the glass.
which is
Yeah.
great if you're going to keep this door open, 9 times out of 10.
Right.
But the reality is it's the opposite.
Exactly
You're gonna-
right.
So I think that's really impressive. That's one of the things I really enjoy about
So
it.
that's a great segue, Josh, to kind of just tie into what you said a few minutes ago. First, you talk to a client, right? I mean, we as salespeople tend to do a lot of talking, but we should be listening more.
Bingo, bingo.
So listen more and try to understand what they want. If this is going to be something where they want it open a lot, then obviously bifold does the trick. But if it's closed a lot, and in Houston, we close our door. I mean, the mosquito is a state bird. It's they're about the size of a hummingbird in
We
Texas.
have them down here as well, yes.
Okay,
Yep.
so if I wanted just view, this wouldn't be the right choice for me probably. I would want your other product.
You'd want
your
the sliding
multi-panel
door,
sliding door that
absolutely.
has that really narrow profile down the middle.
Exactly.
But for a bifold, if I'm going to do a bifold, there's no one doing what you're doing. I mean, this much glass on these sizes.
No, and like Josh said, I mean, the flexibility, because we're a custom shop, we don't have like stock foot sizes. If you want a door that's 52,
These aren't prefabbed in China?
Not prefabbed, it's all made in the USA and Florida. So if you want a panel that's 51 inches and an eighth, we can make you a panel that's 51 inches and an eighth.
And especially when we get into remodel projects, if you're not building a house, let's say you're remodeling, we're not going to change the house. We need to make the door fit the house, not make
Absolutely.
the house fit the door.
Absolutely.
And a lot of manufacturers can't do that. They're like, take it or leave it.
Exactly.
Okay, so you mentioned the word custom shop. I'd love that. I love that. Can you spend a minute and show us like some of the options you have that are considered standard options, but then
Absolutely.
talk about your customization?
So going back to being Miami-Dade, Broward County, we have to have the highest quality products. So again, we don't use any plastic parts pieces. Our finishes are a 10-year warranty. Outside of Florida, it's a 20-year warranty.
Okay.
Again, against UV, salt spray.
And it's a 2605, not
AMA
a 2604.
exactly.
Which is the diamond standard, where
Diamond
2604 is a gold standard.
You got it. So from there, we've got 4 standard colors. We've got the black, white, bronze, and then the clear anodized. Which
Like
is
this
behind.
is. This is the
Yes,
clear.
Exactly. If one of those doesn't suit your taste, we can do custom colors. So if you've got a match, we just need to match a color chip, or you have a specific RAL number, we can match that as well.
Right, do it that way.
Exactly.
Yeah. And those would be powder coat as well?
Powder coat or Kynar. Yep. Whatever you guys need, we can get done. In addition to that, so we have some interior options. So this is a real wood clad veneer. So you can
And that's
see
the interior, because we
this
don't
is
want wood on the
interior.
outside.
Exactly. So this is a paint grade, stain grade ready wood.
Can you turn it sideways? I want to see the
Yeah,
gauge on that. That's real wood.
Yes, exactly. And what you'll see is a lot of times people use this to simulate a wood door, or they'll just want a two-tone finish, so they'll paint this a separate color than the extrusion.
Well, I mean, a lot of my clients have interior designers that they're working with.
Yes.
And, interior designer, if you just hand them a color, they say that won't work. And this gives them an option to do that, right?
No reason to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah.
We can match whatever needs to be done.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. Tell us about the outside finishes.
Outside finish. So if you've got a real natural wood on the inside and you want to match that, or if you just like that natural wood look, This is a full wood grain finish. So this is actually
Faux as in F-A-U-X.
FAUX,
Okay.
yes, as in faux. And you can see that wraps around the entire extrusion. And
Tell us
that's
about that, because
Yes.
I've never seen this until you showed it to me today. This is exciting.
So it's a fascinating process. So they actually take the entire extrusion, they give it a powder coat, they wrap it in a dye sublimation bag, they suck the air out, they run it through an oven twice, pump air back in, remove the wrapping, and now you have this pattern that's actually an ink pigment that's dyed onto that powder coat base.
Unbelievable.
Impressive.
Yeah, and it is an AMA 2604 finish, so it's still the
So
gold
you still
standard.
got the gold standard on that, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's going to add to the cost, right?
Of course, yeah. And depending on the size of the project, that cost varies.
Sure, that makes sense. Because if you said I need one panel, this color, they're set up and tear down and
Exactly.
clean the machine and all that. So obviously, if we're doing more, it's going to be
You got it.
proportionately more affordable.
Exactly.
Doing it that way. But it's cool to know that can be done.
Yes.
That we can do that.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about some of the hardware we see.
Yeah, so what we think of these door systems, we think of three things. We think of how do they look, how do they function, but how do they adjust? So we'll talk about that in a second with adjustability, but you can see the housing for the top carriers that support the weight on these door
It looks
systems.
like a little tractor.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we call this a truck. I mean, this is very robust. It's all stainless steel parts, again, with aluminum leaves that are 2605 coating. Nothing was laid to expense with these when it comes to this, because this is the crux of the door system. This has
sure.
to support the weight of these
Sure.
300, 400 pound panels.
Right.
So what you'll see in other folding door companies is their hinge leaf might stop right there. Ours
really?
goes over to here. So even though it's a larger profile, the bulk of this is hidden in the header track anyway, so you're not even going to see this
Oh,
component.
of course, sure.
And the adjustability, so if I can have you zoom in right there, we have just a single set screw that allows you to loosen this, and then with a simple ratchet right here, this will lower and raise your door. Whereas other companies, you have to have two technicians, one to relieve the weight, another to adjust, test it, where this is a single technician adjustment that even maybe a homeowner could possibly
Is
do.
that what I'm seeing up there then?
Exactly.
Is that what that is? So
Yes.
that hinge, it looks like this hinge right here.
Exactly.
That one up there, that's what this is that you have in your hand.
Exactly, that's the
This
intermediate
part
carrier.
right here is in the top rail.
Exactly.
And I can see how this rolls back and forth, and then this one is what allows the door to fold.
Exactly
This
right.
does the moving, correct?
Correct.
And this, I mean, I wish you could feel this. Just the construction on it, the
Feels
weight
like a
on
club.
it. It does, exactly. This feels like a great club. Recessed screw heads on this thing. Opposing strength coordinating.
Yes.
Polymer, organic, gluten-free.
Yeah, there you go.
2605.
Yeah.
Man, this stuff's good. That's all I don't know the right words for it. This is beautiful.
And that's the one thing that I wish people could come through the video to see, because the difference with our product, we've seen this with time and time again, you know, with you guys coming in from Texas. We have people flying in all the time to check our door systems out. When they actually feel the doors, it's a different feeling.
it is.
We had one gentleman come in, he said, it felt like I was opening and closing a vault door on a bank. And not in terms of how hard it was to operate, but just how secure and robust it felt.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
So I'm thinking about, you know, we have an electric car, so we bought Sandra electric car. Man, when you touch that throttle,
Yeah.
there's none of this, let me work myself up there.
Right.
I mean, it's like that, right? Like you almost feel like you're in a video game.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, that's the best way I know how to describe this. This stuff, I mean, everything we've operated here today is just effortless.
It's effortless.
I mean, there would be no reason a 96-year-old grandma that's 4 foot 2 inches and weighs 91 pounds couldn't own a door like this,
Absolutely.
right?
Again, it goes down to the three things. How does it look? How does it operate? How does it adjust?
And it's durable.
And durable.
I love that it's durable, and I love that it's overkill. Now, just to clarify, this is designed for a hurricane market. Now, we can get it for a non-hurricane, non-impact market. It's still going to be the same frame, the same hardware, the same structure, the same bones, but then we can get a different type of glass that's not designed for hurricane impact and make this product.
We get asked all the time, why would I want to buy this outside of Florida?
Yeah.
And the reason is for the same cost as national competitors, you get a superior product because they're just using and building door systems to meet the Texas market, the California market. We've built a door system that meets Broward County, Miami-Dade.
Well, it's where you started, right? I mean, this is where you started, and so you're meeting a niche here, and then I think one day you woke up and realized, you know, there's other people that want this.
People
Right.
might like some good doors.
People like some good-
Exactly.
People like some great doors.
Yes, exactly,
That's
yes.
exactly what it is. So Josh, closing thoughts.
Man, I'm very impressed with it. I really like the width. I love this. The first accordion style door that I've seen that you don't feel like you're losing all your glass. You're not completely sacrificing the view for it.
Well, and we
And-
typically avoid them, don't we? I
Yeah.
mean, as a company,
Yeah.
we hate.
Well, I think it's part of that goes to managing expectations and being able to really give the people what they want. But man, just opening this, it's impressive.
And the weather stripping on this stuff is very robust. I mean, look at this. This is really good. Oh, you know what we didn't point out is this multi-locking feature as well. So look, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of connection here. So when this door locks, it's going to lock and marry the two panels together. And I'll tell you right now, I don't think the DEA could get through this thing with their.
Right, exactly right.
This thing is. I'm not trying to encourage anybody who's doing anything wrong to buy one of these doors, but if you are doing something wrong, we do have a door for you, okay? This thing is so well built and it's so robust, and I'm really impressed with it. Also, by the way, this track down here, this is the ADA threshold, right? And maybe in commercial applications as well, that would be an ideal threshold.
Absolutely.
But you do have some others as well.
We've got sills that basically will cover any of your project needs. We've got water rated sills, we've got flush profile sills, we have sills that will meet the project goals.
Terrific. So it's not a one-trick pony.
Nope.
It can really do a lot of things for a lot of different
Absolutely.
applications, all done with quality and integrity from a great company with a terrific reputation, by the way. Your reputation, everyone I've talked to that's had experience with you, they bask in the reputation of this company.
It's easy when you have a good product, you've got good people, and you've got good partners. It's not even like coming to work. I mean, it's just doing what you say you're going to do.
Right.
That's what it's about.
That's terrific. I really appreciate your
Yes, sir.
time.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Josh, for being here with us.
Absolutely.
And if you like this video, please hit the like button. I mean, smash that thing if you don't mind, because it helps other people see what we're doing, because that's kind of how they work with YouTube. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're in the Houston area, come by, see our showroom, products like this and others. We sell many brands of products. Or let us come out to your house. We'll send Josh out there. He can consult with you, help you make a decision about what's best for you and your family and your home. Have a great day. We'll talk again real soon.